The main emotion that I felt was anxiety and fear at every step of the way. There's so much that you can get out of this. It's not only about the academics, and you're actually graduating. I just started remembering the fears, the anxiety that I had. My graduation is tomorrow, and I feel like I'm living a dream. If someone told me years ago that I would be graduating from a Russell Group University, I wouldn't have believed them. If you are currently doing your master's or about to graduate or just about to start your master's journey, I hope this video provides you with some insights. I would be sharing my perspective, my reflection, things I just wish someone had told me, and lessons that I've learned along the way on this video and in general on my channel. So this master's journey has been truly challenging and fulfilling. Who knew so much could happen in just a year? I have changed so much as a person. Sometimes I feel like I don't even recognize myself because I do things and I'm like, who is that? Is that Zainab? Like, am I truly doing this? I'm really shocked and surprised, and I'm like, wow, the past Zainab would have just found you so interesting. So when I talk about me changing and growing as a person, I'm not only talking about just academically, I'm also talking about my own self-development goals, things that are personal to me, my goals, my values. So a lot of chaos happened leading up to this whole graduation preparation, but I'll be sharing that at the ending of the video in a more light-hearted way. But the whole graduation prep is what actually inspired me to make this video. I realized that I was getting caught up in the logistics of the planning. I realized that I was getting caught up in the logistics of this whole graduation thing. I was stressing about my outfit, how I was going to look, what type of makeup I was going to do, the type of videos that I would make for my Instagram account, how I would accommodate friends and family that would come over. And it was just overwhelming me. I can't even begin to explain to you how stressed out I was about the outfit, because I was just searching all the websites. Any website that exists that sells clothes, I assure you I searched that website and I couldn't find anything that I liked. And can you imagine, I was also trying to learn how to do my makeup in literally 3 days, because prior to the graduation preparations, I was busy traveling and there was a whole lot going on. So I didn't have time to search for an outfit or learn how to do my makeup. As you can see, I don't have any makeup on. It's literally just an eyeliner and a lip gloss because I don't know how to do my makeup. And if someone does my makeup, if I get professional makeup done, I just don't look nice. I don't know why I don't look nice. So yeah, because I was just trying to do everything last minute, everything just felt overwhelming and I was just so stressed and sad and I felt horrible. And I can remember saying to my cousin that I don't even want to attend the graduation. I don't even feel like attending it because everything I wanted about it was not going the right way. And then I can remember I was standing in the kitchen and out of nowhere, I just heard a voice in my head, and the voice was like, Zainab, all these things you're stressing about are not important. You're actually graduating. Like, you are graduating. You're really graduating. And then it just hit me because it felt like I did not sit down when I got the result or like I got the mail that I was graduating. It felt like I did not process it properly and I just jumped. And another reason was when I got the results for the graduation, I was also busy. There was a whole lot going on in my life, so I didn't have time to maybe fully appreciate it or process it. And then once I remembered that and I got that voice in my head, I just started having flashbacks of the whole journey, how difficult it was, what I had been through. I just started remembering the fears, the anxiety that I had. I just remembered how difficult it was. This whole master's thing was really difficult. And I just feel like saying it was difficult is an understatement. It was so challenging adapting to a new environment. When I came, there was so much to do. And considering I was even 3 days late or 4 days late to class, but still, there was just so much that needed to be done. And every single thing was important. And you know how the system in the UK, master's courses that are 2 years, in the UK it's 1 year. So imagine compressing something that should be done in 2 years and compressing it into 1 year. It gets so overwhelming. So you're not only learning something that should be done in 2 years in 1 year, then you're also adapting to a new environment, learning new things, learning new system, learning how the system works. And even though this is not the first time that I've studied outside the country, so I did my bachelor's in India in cardiovascular technology, but still I found it difficult because the education system in India is totally different from the one here in the UK, and the education system in Nigeria is also different from the one in the UK. And so it's like coming from two different education systems and then meeting this one. And I think for me, what made it extra difficult is the course I was doing was totally in a field that had nothing to do with what I did my bachelor's in. I had no prior experience. And then what I realized is people who are doing their masters are mostly people who have experience, who have worked in an industry similar to what they're doing their masters in. So for me, I did my masters in cardiovascular technology, like I said, and it's it's like hospital related. Literally less than a year after my bachelor's, I went to Nigeria and then I came to the UK. So I don't have any work experience except working in the hospital. So think about not having any experience, and then I come to class and they're talking about systems and I'm feeling so there's just this imposter syndrome, and I'm just self-sabotaging because people are talking, because they have experiences they're talking about. I kid you not, for the first, I think, few weeks of class, or almost how many months, I really didn't understand what was going on in class. I just felt so bad because I can remember going to my dad and calling family and just crying that I don't think I can do this. And I remember writing in my diary that I don't think I can do this because I don't understand what they're saying in class. Because they are talking from experience, they are talking from, because public health is real life, is working with the public. They're talking about things that they have experienced. When we're asked to do a group work or an assessment, so for my course and our school, there's always group discussions where you're given tasks and you are asked to, maybe there's a problem and you guys are supposed to solve it. So it's a problem, so people are able to contribute because they have experienced similar problems. I have never even seen those problems. I don't know. It's just, all I'm saying is, it was just a really difficult experience in class because I didn't understand anything. I didn't know what was happening. And then apart from the pressure of adjusting to learning in class, even for assessments, there are certain ways that you needed to write assessments. I'd never written assessments that way. We didn't even write essays where I'm coming from. So it was a whole thing. I don't want this video to be too long, so I won't go into too much detail about the challenges and everything, maybe in another video. But all I'm saying is, it was just a lot. Managing a lot of countless tasks at once, and each of them was crucial. There was nothing that you would think, oh, this is not important, I can leave it later. Whether it's sorting your academics, accommodation, jobs, oh my god, let me not even get into the whole job search thing, and then volunteering, and then even the whole 1 year thing. You know that there are so many opportunities, but it just overwhelms you because there's so much that you have to learn. Your CV, your resume, there's just so much that you have to learn, and then people are telling you, oh, you should volunteer here, oh, you should apply for these jobs. And even if you get a part-time job, then balancing that and the weather. All I'm saying is, there was no time to breathe, process, or take things slowly. Every single thing was important. It had to be done. If I'm being honest, this whole journey, the main emotion that I felt was anxiety and fear. At every step of the way, I was anxious. I was scared. Submitting assignments, I was scared because I felt like I didn't do enough. I wasn't doing enough. And then came the big one, the main deal, the dissertation. I won't get into that, but it was a whole thing. I was so scared of my topic. I was scared of getting the right topic. And then I used Stata. So even when we submitted our final dissertation, all those months, I think it was like 2 months that we waited for our results to come out. Each day I had a fear in my head, and I just imagined getting an email and they would tell me that, oh no, you failed your dissertation, you would have to rewrite it. Because I don't know whether it was imposter syndrome, but it was just because I knew how difficult it was and how I had to put in extra effort considering it wasn't even my field. So just thought I wouldn't make it. But all in all, in the end, I passed. I got the mail that I had passed my dissertation. I'm able to graduate. I can clearly remember I was coming back to England from Madrid and I got the mail. And I was just so scared to check. And I remember checking it in the airport. I know that's dramatic. I even made a video and posted it on my Instagram. I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? And I have supportive family members, so what's the worst that could happen? If I feel it, I feel it. All I know is that I tried my best. I'm the only one who knows how much effort I put into it. And then if I feel it, that's what Allah destined. So yeah, that was why when I realized that I was letting the whole graduation preparation overwhelm me, I felt like I was betraying my past self, because how are you not even enjoying the moments that I worked so hard, or she worked so hard for, countless sleepless nights, prayers, even crying. Honestly, there was so much that my past self had put in to bring me to where I am, to give me the opportunity to graduate, and then I get that opportunity and I'm not even enjoying the moment. I'm just like, oh, okay, yes. And then I'm thinking about graduation prep. I'm caring about my outfit, what people would think. I'm caring about, oh, if my friends and family come, how do I accommodate them? How do I make them happy and comfortable? Yes, it's something nice. I want to make them comfortable, but the day is not about them. It's about me. They're here to celebrate me. So yeah, I was supposed to be enjoying the process of the preparation and just relving in it and being happy and taking my time, but I was letting it stress me. This was why I was like, I shouldn't betray myself like that. I shouldn't be stressed over something that shouldn't stress me. All I'm saying is I am proud of myself. I am proud of the person that I have become. Like I said, I have grown so much as a person. And when I started this whole master's journey, I didn't think that it would change me as a person. I just thought, yes, it would change me in the academic aspect in my career. I've become more happy, more confident. I've learned how to navigate challenges. I've dealt with silent battles, a whole lot of things that I would be making videos about on this channel. But all I'm saying is I'm just really proud of myself, and I'm just putting it out there. Maybe it sounds boastful or something, but I feel like when I'm saying it out, I'm telling myself, I'm reminding myself, because I have sometimes my brain tends to mostly think negatively and doesn't really think about the positive aspect or delve on the positive. All in all, I'm really proud of myself. I'm glad that I have achieved what I have achieved, and I'm just putting it out there. I think one of the things that I love about YouTube and why I started this is it's like a time capsule. It doesn't fade into existence like TikTok or Instagram. It's always going to be there, so I can always look back at this video years later, and who knows where I'm going to be then. So this is a PSA to myself and for tomorrow. I'm so excited about tomorrow. I'm anxious about how I'm going to walk on stage. I'm scared that I'm going to fall down, or I don't know. I'm just so happy and proud of myself, and then also really, really anxious. I'm looking forward to just seeing how I look in the outfit, in the graduation gown. I feel so emotional when I think of it, because I really thought I wouldn't make it, but it's just, we tend to put so much pressure on ourselves that people don't even put on us. People around us most likely don't even have those expectations of us, but we put it on ourselves and we make things more difficult. What I want to say is, if you're currently doing your master's or about to start, I know it's easier said than done, but don't put too much pressure on yourself and don't go in with negativity. Take one thing at a time. I think one of the mistakes I made during this whole journey was overthinking into the future. So if I had this assessment that was already stressing me out, I'm thinking about how the next assessment is stressing me out, or how I haven't started, or how I might fail it. Just fake it till you make it. Yes, your brain might keep telling you, oh, you're going to fail it, this is difficult. But I remember I continuously kept telling myself that, even though my head is telling me that, oh, this is difficult, you can't do this, but then I kept saying to myself that I can do this, I can make it, even though it's difficult, I can pass this assessment. I just put in the work, doing it scared, doing it angry, doing it sad, doing it unhappy, doing it depressed. Or hopefully you're not depressed, but in whatever situation, just putting in the effort. Because one thing I hate is regret. I hate looking back and feeling like I should have done this, or I could have done better, or I could have put in more time. So honestly, if at the end of this I had failed this master's, or I had failed my dissertation, I don't think I would regret anything, because I know that I put in the work. I know I tried my possible best. I tried my best. So there's nothing more I could have done, and I would be like, that is what Allah destined, and I have no control over that. So yeah, I would also say enjoy the journey. There's so much that you can get out of this. It's not only about the academics. And one thing I'm really happy about is I really enjoyed the journey. I made so many amazing friends. I made so many memories. I traveled a whole lot. Like with how sad I was and how I was struggling, if you check my Instagram or something like that, or my memories on my Snapchat, you would never say so, because I tried to find a balance. I didn't want to look back a year later and then, yes, I got the degree or I didn't get the degree, but what else did I get out of it? And when I was talking about how I'm a different person not only because of those academics. It is like 85% because of the friends I made, the experiences. That is why I am a better person now. Not because, oh yes, I passed this assessment or I passed this dissertation. Me growing as a person and becoming a better person, it's just 20% related to the academics. So yeah, please enjoy the journey and take things one at a time. I like to say that things will work out fine in the end, because they do. Even if it's not what you want, things might work out in a certain way. It might not be what you want, but later on, years later, then you realize that, oh, this actually was good for me. I'm glad that this happened this certain way. So yeah, just soak in the moment. Every single milestone, appreciate it, be happy about it. If you passed a single assessment, be happy and glad that, oh, I passed this assessment, I did this. Don't start thinking about, oh, I have this assessment next. So enjoy it. So enjoy every little milestone. If you pass one assessment, celebrate it, and then the next assessment you celebrate it, and the next one you celebrate it. Don't immediately you're done with this one, or even if it's just completing an assessment or completing an essay or writing 1,000 words, celebrate it and be happy and be proud of yourself. That's what is going to make the journey more bearable for you. And don't think about how much workload you have left. Just focus on what's in your front and just do what is within your control. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. And be honest with yourself in knowing that you're trying your best and being kind to yourself. That would make things easier for you. So yeah, I'm going to round this up now. I just wanted to soak in the moment and say it out there. It's also a reminder to yourself to soak in the moments, those little milestones in your life. Don't let the craziness of life just let you forget the things you've done or the things you've achieved or how difficult your journey was. I find that our brain has a way of making us forget, and I think it's a coping mechanism. But for me, my brain has a way of making me forget how difficult something was, and I have to go back and look at my diary entry, and I'm like, wow, like that was such a difficult time, but then I can't remember it. It feels like it wasn't a big deal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my graduation tomorrow. It's a whole thing. I'm so excited. I'm really excited for the next chapter of my life. I don't know what will happen. I don't know what it holds, but right now I'm in this mind space where I'm practicing and believing that good things will come to me, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm like, 1 year ago, if you told me that I would be here making this video, even like this YouTube channel, maybe I'll make this in a whole another video, but this is what I'm talking about how I changed as a person. Literally, if you told me a year ago that I would have a YouTube channel, me, Zainab, I would be like, that's not me, you're lying. Even how I've started posting consistently on my Instagram, the old me would never do that. So it's like how much I have changed in 1 year. So I'm looking forward to seeing what would happen if I check back again January 2026, inshallah, if I'm alive. What will I be doing? I have a few goals that I have set for this year. I started the year slowly. I didn't even set it. I think it was just the day before yesterday that I wrote down a few goals to myself, and I didn't overdo it. I didn't have a vision board. I'm just taking things slowly. All I know is that I'm going to try my best, and I know that inshallah things would work out for the best. And yeah, wherever you are, whatever journey you're on, whether it's academically, I just want you to be kind to yourself. You know that you're trying your best, and even if you're not trying your best, because sometimes we just don't have the energy to give our best to things, but still, there's always time to re-strategize. There's always time to pick yourself back up. Just because you were in a rut or you slacked or you didn't do the right things or you lost track doesn't mean you can't get back on track, and things might feel overwhelming right now, like they won't get better, like it's the end of the world, or you don't think you can do this. But just taking things one day at a time, and knowing that, and just putting hope in yourself, just trusting yourself, or trusting something that would give you energy and strength, and then you will be able to figure it out. You'll be able to get it done. You'll be able to do it, inshallah. And then you look back, and then you would have done it. You would have achieved that goal or that milestone, and you'll be so proud of yourself, and it will be like, oh, I'm so proud of myself, like the way I'm proud of myself now. So yeah, good luck to you, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.